Hi, this is Katie Jarvis with Managing the Mess. In this video, I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite products for art teachers. One of my all-time favorite purchases comes from Michaels. These are rainbow drawers that I got to use for my current handouts and worksheets. And I keep those organized by using binder clips. These come in different sizes and different colors, and you can organize them by labeling them either with paint markers or with a metallic Sharpie. For my planner, I love Lily Pulitzer, definitely a Lily fan. Now, this is such a gorgeous planner. It comes with different pages inside that you can repurpose later and make into crafts, and they sell different covers each season. In my planner, I like to use a lot of bright colors to label my different grade levels and keep track of what is going on. Now, one of the tools that I use inside that planner is erasable pens, and I keep them in this adorable little pouch. I found this at Walmart during back to school season, and these erasable pens are from Pilot Friction. They are so helpful. You just slide this little thing over and that opens and closes the pen, and on the end they have an eraser. So when you're writing out your plans and something changes, maybe you're lucky enough to have a snow day, you can easily erase items and you don't have to scratch things out in your planner. A supply that I use each and every day are Avery mailing labels. I use these in my classroom for student artwork to keep me organized. And I also use these as catch-up tags. So I mark student artwork if it is not finished, and students would like me to wait to grade it or display it because they would like to work on it on our catch-up day. The student labels I keep inside of these plastic folders. I color code them by grade level, and I will print out enough for each quarter with the student names on them, their seat number, their classroom teacher, as well often as our school name. This way artwork is ready for display, which saves me time. I often will go around and give each student their label so that I am able to stop and check in and have a conversation with each student. It helps me to see their name and then say it in the conversation that I have with them to learn student names. Next, I'm going to share a few favorites from around my desk area. The first one is this extra large mouse pad. Just gives a really great look to your desk and a great feel. For technology, I'm lucky that my school is a newer building and it has a built-in speaker system, and they provide a wearable microphone. So this is something that I can clip onto my clothing or I can wear as a necklace to amplify my voice to students. I only use this during my lesson or when I'm giving directions to students. So I will signal before I'm going to use the microphone that it's a time to look and listen. I'm not using this microphone to amplify my voice and talk loudly over students. And I'm not using this for just everyday conversations to the point where students would begin to tune me out. Some other technology tools that I love are this clicker that goes through and clicks and proceeds my slides. And of course, a wireless mouse is a must-have in 2023. Some of my supplies that I have shared in other videos, my red stapler. I'm a huge fan because you will not lose this on the messiest of desks. And it's easy to direct people when they want to borrow the art teacher stapler to explain to them that it's on your desk and it's red. I like to use these little bells as my chime signal to students that they need to look and listen. I keep one on my desk, but I also keep one on my standing desk. So they're in two different spots within my classroom. So there's always one within reach. For hanging up items in my classroom, I love to use this double-sided foam tape. It is so long lasting that I've had things up in my classroom throughout the summer for more than 4 years now, and I haven't had anything fall off the walls. If I'm hanging up something temporarily, maybe I'm doing an art show, I may use these sticky clips. Now, this brand that I'm holding up is actually says Restick Clip, but the brand that I'm more familiar with is called a sticky clip. And what it is a little plastic clip, and on the back there is a little piece of wax. You just break one off, and these are reusable. You slide it on the artwork, one in each corner, and you're able to hang up displays without damaging walls. Next, I'm going to share some tools that I use when I am teaching. The first of which is I use a happy board and a sad board for my classroom management, and I use a yellow zone and a red zone for student noise levels. This is simply a laminated sheet of paper with magnetic tape on the back. Magnetic tape comes in a little dispenser like this. You could find this at any office supply store or any teacher store. This is wonderful because it's easy to stick up on your board and it doesn't damage things like tape may. I have these wonderful magnetic bins from Lakeshore Learning. The smaller one I use for my dry erase markers, and the larger one I keep on my gradebook folders for the classes that are coming that day. I sit here when I am teaching, so having them close by is extremely helpful. Over here, I have a time timer. What this is a visual timer so that students know how much time they have to work and when they need to start cleaning up. I have a smaller timer from the same brand, Time Timer, and I use that if we ever have to have silent art. So students can see that I set that for 5 minutes and they can see when that time has expired. Excellent tools to use in your classroom. As art teachers, we often have extra duties and sometimes they are outside. Do yourself a favor and keep an extra colorful umbrella at school so that you're ready no matter what the weather is. I brought you into my kiln room so I can show off this front-loading kiln. This thing is awesome. It is so easy to load and unload. My next tool that I wanted to share is right over here. It is a slab cutter. You simply push this down onto a block of clay and it will cut you thin, even slabs to use with your students. When I am doing clay, I use these as my clay mats. These are silicone or plastic cutting boards from the $1.25 tree. When I got these a while back, there were in packs of 4. The clay sticks to them, but only just a little bit. The reason that I really like them is you can put them into the sink, wash them off, and throw them on the drying rack. So it doesn't have a lot of the dust and risk factor that comes in when you're using canvas mats. Next, I brought you over to my sink area to share this amazing drying rack for paintbrushes. What this is a little rack that has holes in it, and it collapses and expands to fit to the size of your sink. So you wash your paintbrushes and then you set them there overnight to dry. A teacher favorite video would not be complete without talking about paper. My favorite brand of construction paper is True Ray construction paper. It is vibrant and bright and smooth. If I'm making handouts for students that I'm laminating to use again and again, I am always reaching for Astro Bright paper. It comes in a great variety of colors and it's fun to use. Another favorite is my Scotch brand personal laminator. Now, when you have one of these laminators, you do have to purchase pouches of lamination. The biggest size that I have found is 11 by 17. You do not have to buy the Scotch brand. Any brand will work inside this laminator. The size I most frequently buy is this size here that's the same size as a sheet of paper. I simply put my handouts or worksheets inside of here and then send them through the laminator. There's no need to cut them out because they are the correct size. They even sell smaller pouches. These ones are 4 by 6. They're great for job tags or labeling the cabinets in your art room. They even sell 2 by 4, which again is great for labeling items. Speaking of cutting, my favorite pair of scissors are these Fiskars scissors. They're spring-loaded scissors and they make cutting extremely comfortable. Next, I want to share these fantastic bins from Lakeshore Learning. These are great for when you're having students turn in papers. They sell these in every color of the rainbow, so they're an art teacher's dream. I literally roll in and out of school every day. If your own children attend your school and you have multiple backpacks and multiple lunchboxes, I recommend getting a garden cart like this or a wagon to save your back and make your life easier. See you in my next video. Make sure to like and subscribe.